Okay, excited na ako. Grabe. So, hindi ko na patatagalin. So, on the past, yung mga past training niya na uma-attend ako, sobrang dami ko natututunan. Kaya I'm very excited. Kaya sabi ko, ako yung host for tonight. Sabi ko, yes. Okay. Ako mag-i-introduce sa kanya para, di ba? Ang dami ko natutunan and I'm very grateful sa taong to. And nakakatuwa lang, di ba? Former teacher. Ibig sabihin magaling tayo magturo. Di ba? And police woman. Alright? And right now, turn into entrepreneur. So, hindi ko na patatagalin. Nasa gold rank member na rin tong taong to. Let's all welcome, di ba? Clap emoji naman tayo dyan. Heart emoji, kahit anong gusto mo. Let's all welcome Coach Giselle Bequilia. Alright. Take it over.
Hello! Naririnig?
Yes, Coach.
Okay. I'm trying to open my camera pero sad to say, yung camera ko kasi sa laptop nasa baba. So pag binuksan ko siya, parang ulo ko lang yung makikita. I-off ko na lang yung camera ko. Anyway, so nakikita nyo naman yung background picture ko. The word is stress. So we are going to tackle that word. I know that a lot of us don't like to hear that. Diba? Ayaw na ayaw natin marinig yan. And of course, ayaw na ayaw nating ma-experience yung stress na yan. But we do not have to escape that. We have to accept that. And we really need to understand the deeper meaning of it. Because human as we are, we really cannot escape that thing. Lalo na pag normal ka. Pag normal ang pag-iisip mo, mararamdaman at ma-i-experience mo yan. So, I will like to share my screen with you. Bago pala, magpakilala ako sa mga hindi pa nakakakilala sa akin. And of course, I'd like to share with you my achievement here sa LiveGood. Di ba kanina, habang nag-aantay ng mga mag-a-attend, may isang video clip na about sa mga na-acquire. So, nakita natin na may mga sasakyan. So, isa po ako doon sa naka-acquire ng sasakyan. So, hindi ako nakasali sa video sa parade kasi I do not know what happened to me that time. Basta, isa din ako sa naka-acquire ng sasakyan. So, I'm very thankful with LiveGood. Yung nakuha ko pong sasakyan dito is Montero na model na 2024. White yung kulay, di ba? So, napakaganda. Okay? And, let us start immediately kasi parang may nakikita akong patulog na. And aside from the car, marami din akong nabili kasi nakapag-open din ako ng canteen na lahat ng mga gamit, of course, galing sa income ko kay LiveGood. Okay? Let me share my screen with you guys. Habang sinishare ko yung aking screen, pa-type naman po ng stress-free. Please type in the chat box, stress-free. Okay. So, yung hindi mag-type, magkakaroon ng stress. Okay. Bakit yung background picture ko is stress at yung pinasulat ko sa inyo sa chat box is stress-free? Because we're going to learn how to become or how to have that stress-free mood. So, as you can see, our topic for tonight is about stress management. We will be learning on how to manage our stress because we really cannot escape that because we're still human and we are normal. So, mafe-feel at mararamdaman talaga natin yan. Okay? So, let me start, but before I move on to my second slide, okay? Team Achievers Worldwide Program, okay? What a nice name. Napakagandang pangalan ng grupo. Worldwide, and it has program. So our topic, as what I have said a while ago, that our topic will be personal development. Such an exciting activity or such an exciting topic. Kung ngayon naririnig nyo ang word na stress, parang pretty sure naaalala niyo na yung mga moments na naging stress kayo. But do not worry because we're going to learn how to manage that. Okay? So I dare you to open yourself for a new beginning, a new you, a powerful you, and a grateful you forever. Okay? I will be your captain, sabi natin captain, tonight as we deep dive into this transformative evening that Father God has prepared for us. So gear up and let's get this thing going. Okay? By the way, sabi ng host kanina, na mayroon kayo dapat, notebook. I hope meron kayo yan. Okay? So, this will be our topic, guys. I mean, yeah. Okay. Stress management, we will be dealing. We have an introduction. We will be knowing some terms. Meron din tayong mga sources ng stress. I will be giving you questions or I will be showing you questions. Of course, that will be all about stress management. And of course, we will have to discuss this thing. And I will be asking your reactions later para maganda naman yung flow ng ating training ngayon. And of course, I will be giving you activities. And after that, I will have to give you the conclusion. Okay? Let's move on. So, yung salita ko is halo-halo. Pag i-English sometimes kasi I'm so trying hard to speak English. Anyway, so let's move on. This will be our third slide. Okay? As you can see, guys, I have two short poems there. Okay? About stress. So, let us read the first poem. Yung iba sinasabi poem. Poem. Okay? So, it's up to you. So, I'd like to share with you a poem. Racing thoughts, a never-ending truck. A mind on the run, no turning back. The pace of worry, relentless and kind. A finish line seemingly impossible to find. So that short poem really is dealing about stress. And if we keep on reading that again and again, pretty sure a lot of stress moments in our life, we will i-recall natin, marirecall. Okay? So why do I share with you this kind of poem na most likely we don't want to hear that, di ba? Because uh, I'm opening up your mind that stress is really a deep topic or a deep matter na kailangan talaga natin tanggapin. At of course, we will have a solution for that. Okay? Number 2 poem. Hello? Pwede po paki-off ng microphone. Thank you. Okay. Our next poem is Breathe, Breathe Deep, a moment's pause in the battle with the stress, a worthy cause. A simple act to slow the pace in the quest for peace, a saving grace. So the second poem naman, it's like a way of healing. Okay? A way of paraan para mawala or ma-heal ka as a person experiencing stress. Okay? So those two poems that I shared with you guys are somewhat meaningful to me kasi I've experienced a lot of stress in my life and I cannot deny that. Okay? And that is why I really allow myself to learn this stress management so that I can help myself in my own way. Because we cannot just call a person to pamper or to cater us, to listen to us every time we have a struggle. Kasi alam natin na lahat ng tao mayroon din. So ako, ina-understand ko yung stress ko at ina-accept ko so that I can heal myself. Diba? So that's it. Okay? Let's move on to slide number 4. We have the terms. So we will be learning ano ba talagang stress, ano ang management, what is excellence, and what's integrity. Bakit yan na involve, or why do I need to tell you kung ano yung mga terms na to, because these are important. Okay? As we go along with the study about stress management, we will be makakasalubong natin yung mga salitang ito. So number 1, stress. What is that? Okay? Stress can be defined as a state of worry, a mental tension caused by a difficult situation. Okay? So it's very clear na ang stress talaga ay maaaring ilarawan bilang isang estado ng pag-aalala o mental tension na dulot ng isang mahirap na sitwasyon. O, tinagalog ko pa ha. Okay? So that is stress. What are other meaning or ano bang ibig sabihin ng stress? Ang stress ay isang natural na tugon ng tao na nagtutulak sa atin na harapin ang mga hamon at banta sa ating buhay. Okay? So, I've talked to a person who is actually parang inaaral din niya to. And also my daughter, I asked her because she is a she's studying a medical student. So, I got an idea from her na kailangan talaga yung i-stress. Although it's happening to us, kailangan lang natin tanggapin. And we should not deny that. Hindi natin kailangan i-deny that we have that. And if you can afford, if you can manage to open up to a person, wag mong ikahiya. Okay? Because it will somehow lessen your burden that's happening in your mind. And of course, syempre, it will reflect on our physical or our face, di ba? So mahalata siya. Okay? Another thing or meaning about stress that is the way we respond to stress. However, makes a big difference to our overall well-being. So yun pala ang stress. Okay? Do not forget that everyone is experiencing that. Okay? So, kumbaga sabi ko nga kanina, it's a normal thing. But we people does not want to experience that. And that is the problem we are avoiding that. The more that we avoid that, the more that it comes to us, the more that it lingers in our mind. Okay? How about management? What's that? It is the process of dealing with or controlling situations, things, or people. So yun, very easy to understand kung ano yung management. Okay? Kumbaga, ito ay ang proseso ng pagharap o pagkontrol sa mga sitwasyon, bagay o tao. Okay? Ito rin ay paghahanda sa sarili upang maging isang kung meron kayo naririnig na bata na nagsasalita, pasensya na kasi parang gusto niyang manggulo. Pasensya na sa pamangkin ko. Okay? So, let's move on. Ay, nagkamali ako sa pangatlong word. Actually, it's not excellent. It's lifestyle. Sorry, okay? So, hindi ko na palitan. So, what is lifestyle, guys? Lifestyle is a way of living. Okay? The habits, the attitude, the taste, the moral standard, the economic level of a person. Okay? That together constitute or contribute the mode of living of an individual. Okay? So, yun pala yun. Or, sa Tagalog, ito ang mga gawi sa loobin, panlasa, pamantayang moral, antas ng ekonomiya at iba pa na sama-samang bumubuo o nag-aambag sa paraan ng pamumuhay ng isang individual. Okay? And the last term that we will be encountering later is the integrity. What is integrity? The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles or moral uprightness. So, Kung hindi nyo pa napipicture out bakit sinabi ko or bakit nilagay ko yung word na integrity, later on, marirecognize nyo na kung ano or bakit naka-align yung integrity sa stress management. Okay? So, integrity is a state of being whole and undivided. Okay? It is knowing yourself more and your true value as a person. Okay? Okay, so much about the terms. Let's move on to our next slide. Okay. There are 4 types of stress. Meron pala. All we know, ako nga sa tagal-tagal ko nang naririnig ang word na stress, ngayon ko lang talaga actually nalaman that there are 4 types of stress. Stress will not just, or mental and emotional is not just the type of stress. There are still other 3. And what are those? Mental and emotional, we have physical stress, we have chemical stress, and we have electromagnetic stress. So these are the 4 types of stress. Okay? So let us consider each type of stress. And by that, I will be giving you samples. Okay? Types, the first one is the mental and emotional. What are examples of mental or emotional stress? Okay? First is the work pressure sa trabaho natin. Okay? Tinanong ko yung sarili ko, bakit ako nai-stress sa trabaho? Okay? Why is it na inaalaw ko yun? Okay? Because of the choice. Actually, it's a choice Lahat naman na nararamdaman natin, lahat ng nangyayari sa atin, or whatever the outcome sa mga past na decision natin, it is because of our choices in life. And because again, as I have been telling you a while ago, that we cannot avoid that because we are human and we are normal. Okay? So the second source of stress under the type of stress which is mental and emotional is the deadlines. Yung mga bayaran natin. Okay? Totally, it is affecting our emotion and our mental. Okay? And another thing, the family life that we have. Most of us, especially Filipinos, okay, we do not want our family life because we want more for our family. Okay, another one, deadlines. If you are working, sabi ko na kanina din yung bills, yung mga bayaran. Of course, another source of mental and emotional that we are experiencing is when we have or we undergo traffic. Yan, yung traffic talaga, marami yung mga nag-aaway about that dahil gustong mauna sa busina or whatever. Okay? So yun. Another thing is the fear-based news. O, nanonood ka kasi nanonood ng news. So what happened to you? Okay? Pinapasok mo sa isip mo, ini-internalize mo, feeling mo mangyayari sa'yo yun, you're different Diba? But most of us, because human as we are, we have this feeling or emotion na nai-stress tayo. Okay? So, yung panunood pala ng mga kung ano-anong news, ako, I actually end listening or watching news noong 2013 after Yolanda. Kinalimutan ko na ang panunood ng news. Bakit? Alam ko na-realize ko kung ano yung effect sa sarili ko. Okay? So, I said to myself, from now on, I will no longer listen or, give an attention to news, lalo na kapag mga ganyang bagay. Why? It adds up burden in my mind. For me, those are garbage that will just, let myself down or pull myself down. Okay? Another mental or emotional source of stress is the school, the students, okay? The teachers. Okay? May narinig ako na tao na sinabi niya, bakit ba pinauso yung pag-aaral? Sino ba yung nagpauso niyan? Sabi ko si Rizal. Naman si Rizal, pinagbalingan. Okay? And another source of mental and emotional stress is the social pressure. Ayan. Okay? Kasi tayo mga tao, of course, we need to socialize, right? And of course, when we socialize, we have this feeling or we have this tendency to compete with people kahit hindi natin sinasabi. Nasa atin na talaga yun na you want in the social group or the group where you belong, gusto mo nakaangat ka. And it is pressuring you, giving you a stress because you are competing. Kahit hindi mo man sabihin or kahit hindi man yun yung intention mo, because you are human and you would like to be on top of the pedestal, okay? Nagkakaroon ka ng social pressure. Okay? That's it. Let's move on to the second type of stress, which is actually new to me, and I most probably it is also new to you. The first one are the pesticides. Okay? Fluoride. Bakit may fluoride? Nasaan? Kaya nga ako nagtaka ako bakit meron. So, meron pala yun. Okay? So, we will not dig deeper into this chemical or the sources of stress in the chemical because I'm not a doctor and I'm not even a scientist. So I cannot discuss with you further. I just would like to let you know what are those. Okay? Next, perfume. Pati pala perfume. Siguro kung sobrang malakas yung perfume na in-inhale mo or perfume that you have. Okay? O, di ba yung mga buntis, may mga buntis na they don't want to wear or, to smell perfume because it's giving them stress. Another one is the air pollution. Nagiging irritable tayo. Next are the medications. Yung may mga maintenance. Okay? They don't want to take those medicines but they are prescribed by doctors to take them. So, they don't want, they're thinking, yung isip nila ayaw nilang uminom, pero because someone is telling them to drink it, to have it, to take in that, napipilitan sila. So that causes stress. Okay? Next, vaccine. Ay nako, yung COVID. Okay? Sino dito yung hindi na vaccine? Very good. Okay? Next, shampoo. Pati pala yung shampoo. O, syempre, di ba? O, yung asawa ko, minsan sinasabi niya, ayaw ko talaga sa shampoo natin nga na to kasi hindi daw, nagdadandrap daw siya. So, ibig sabihin, bumubuo sa utak niya na nai-stress din siya. Although it's just, hindi naman masyado ganun ka intense yung stress niya. Pero nagbi-build pa din sa utak niya na the shampoo is causing him dandruff. Diba? Okay? Let's move on. Ang dali. Andiyan pa ba kayo? Pa-type naman ng still here. Kasi parang walang
dalawang paa. Ang tanong,
ay, ano yun?
ang kanyang ibig?
Pwede pa off.
Yes.
Thank you for responding. Okay, let's move on to the third type of stress, which is physical. And what are the sources? Number one is sitting. Oh, di ba? Yung pag-upo pala, because your mind is running, maraming pumapasok sa utak mo, most probably that's why. So when you sit a long time sitting, sabi daw ng isang psychologist na kapag 2 oras at sumobra ka ng nakaupo, it will really attack you sa utak mo. So you really need to get up and walk. Okay? Maglakad-lakad ka. Number 2, poor posture. O, di ba? Nagiging conscious ang tao kapag ayaw na niya sa posture niya. Yun, nagbibigay talaga ng stress sa kanya yun. Okay? So, galaw-galaw, baka may stroke para maging maganda yung posture natin. And, tayong mga tao, we are really attracted to people na talagang maganda yung tayo, di ba? Yung parang model yung tingin niya, mga beauty queen, okay? Yun. So, having a poor posture, okay, can cause pala stress. Kasi ang alam lang natin is about mental and emotional. Okay. Now we're learning that there are other types and there are other sources of stress. And the third one, sports injuries. Okay, so physical yan. Okay? Ako, hindi ko talaga makalimut-limutan nung grade 2 ako na nabangga ako. Grade 2 ba ako? Or 6 years old ako nabangga ako. So, I had an injury in my body. So, yun. So, di ba? Unforgettable feeling. Next, car accident. Really, very true. It will really give us stress. Kahit hindi tayo yung na-aksidente, pag nakita natin yung, di ba? Once we witness or nakadaan tayo sa isang area na mayroong na disgrasya, kahit hindi tayo involved, kahit nai-stress din tayo doon. Okay, next. Exercise. Nakaka-stress din pala yung exercise. Too much of it. Lalo na kung ayaw mong gawin yun, yung napipilitan ka lang kasi mayroong taong nagpupush sa'yo na gawin mo yun. hindi, hindi mo naman silat yung mind mo that you're going to do that. O, halimbawa, nung police pa ako, every Tuesday and Thursday, we have exercise. So yung mga taong, yung mga pulis na talagang ayaw na nila, wala silang magawa kasi may attendance kami doon. Talagang kailangan nilang lumabas ng office para mag-exercise. But hindi lahat gusto. So yun, nagkakaroon ka ng physical stress. Okay? Next is the electromagnetic. Nakakakuha pala tayo ng stress dyan. What are those? Computers. Yeah, because probably, if I'm not mistaken, kasi hindi naman ako talagang electric engineer or what, the vibration, or how do you call that? Anong term? I forgot. Diba? Okay, another one, cell phones. If you know what I mean, kung anong word yun, radiation, I mean. Okay? Wi-Fi. It's all about radiation. Tablets or iPad, microwaves, LED lights, power lines, and television. It can cause stress. So we call that as electromagnetic type of stress. Okay? So yon. I hope you learn a lot from this slide, the types of stress. So hindi lang pala mental and emotional ang stress nakukuha tayo sa stress. Meron pa rin pala sa chemical, physical, and electromagnetic. Okay, let's move on to our, ano na to? Next slide. For a while, so sa questions na tayo, di ba? Okay. Dali, may kukunin lang. So our first question about stress management is, first question is, how does stress management work? Actually, yung first question, tinanong ko to sa isang kakilala. I do not know if he's here right now. Tinanong ko siya. So, how does stress management work? Paano ba gumagana yan? Okay? Gaano siya, paano siya nag-work sa atin? So, I tried to answer this. So, ito yung nakita kong sagot. How does stress management work? This will work only if a person is willing to let go of the burden, willing to surrender everything to God. So mag-work lang talaga yan. Mamamanage mo lang talaga yung stress mo. Kapag ikaw willing kang i-let go yung burden na yun, you accept it fully that you have that, and you forgive yourself for experiencing that, because syempre, 'di ba, tao tayo, 'di ba? We cannot avoid those things. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon. Okay? So, it works again, as I have told you, it works if only a person is willing to let go of the burden or willing to surrender everything to God. Diba? Another answer to that question is, ito ay makakatulong upang ma-navigate mo, okay, at mapawi ang tension, okay, mapanatilihin kang kalmado, di ba? Magiging kalmado ka if you have this, you can manage your stress, okay? Pero mabilis lang itong solusyon. Take note, ang stress management mabilis lang. So you really need to work on this, to work out on this na stress. Kailangan, kumbaga, na sarili mo, kailangan na ikaw mismo, turuan mo ang sarili mo na i-manage yung stress mo. Na hindi, every time na-experience mo to, you have a person to talk to. You need to learn para as you go along, as you grow older, marunong ka nang mag-manage ng stress. There are people physically looking at them as if they don't have stress. Pero at the back of their mind, namumuo simula nung bata pa sila, andoon because of their experiences in their childhood, andoon pa rin. They never let go of that stress. Na yun yung nagiging basihan sa character nila, sa attitude nila because of their past experience. Hindi nila nilet go. So they were not able to manage it. Dala-dala nila hanggang ngayon na matatanda na sila. Okay? Nobody taught you or you did not taught yourself how to manage your stress. Okay? Next question, why is stress management important? Bakit importante ay matuto kang mag-manage ng stress? Ito yung sagot ko. Life is so tough at this age, it can bring you totally down. Okay? Managing stress is important because, kalimutan ko na yung sasabihin ko, because you don't want to be consumed by your stress forever. Okay, so importante na matuto kang mag-manage ng stress mo. Kasi ayaw mo na i-conquer ka totally ng stress mo. Because you will be living your life as if it's a hell. Bakit hindi siya mawala-wala? Okay? So it's important na kailangan marunong kang mag-manage or you have to accept fully or surrender everything to God para mawala yan. Okay? With stress management, guys, you will encounter a lot of help and discover that very thing you need to overcome stress and allow yourself to be free from it. Diba? So it is important to anyone because stress is like a thief that comes in mood, especially when you are not ready to face it. O, di ba? Yung parang relax na sa araw na to. Pero, just a blink of an eye, may nakita ka or nagkaroon ka ng sitwasyon na na-stress ka. At yun, dala-dala mo na buong araw. Okay? Ang stress pa naman nangyayari yan every time we wake up in the morning. Ikaw din ang nag-create sa sarili mo ng stress eh. Bakit? You keep on composing negative thoughts inside your mind sa pagkagising mo. Nagsasabihin mo, hi, another day, another burden, another challenge. Di ba? It could be a good thing na challenge, pero iba yung construction mo sa isip mo eh. Ginagawa mo siyang masama na ikaw mismo, pinapalala mo yung sitwasyon mo. Okay, so it is really important. Stress management is really important, guys. Diba? Number 3, how long does stress stay? Gaano ba yung katagal sa ating katawan? Okay? Guys, nothing stays forever. So stress will never stay forever. Okay? Like what I have said kanina, that it's up to you or it's up to your choices. Okay? Decision. Kung choice mong patagalin siya sa'yo or choice mong baliwalain. Hindi mo pwedeng baliwalain actually. You have to deal with it. You have to feel the burden, but you do not need to let it stay in your mind forever. Okay? You have to feel that because you're a human and you have this thinking that you can overcome that. Because once hindi mo siya i-acknowledge, okay, yung binabaliwala mo siya, it keeps on coming back to you. So you have to acknowledge that, accept that, and forgive yourself for, experiencing that. So you can move on. And of course, find a way to get out of that stress. Okay? So once you let go of it and realize that there is more to life, of course, stress will no longer linger on you. Okay? It is a moment where you need to choose from your suffering, stress suffering, or moving on suffering. So, pipili ka, di ba? Sabi ko, it's a choice. It's your choice on how long will you allow it to stay and eat you and conquer you. That stress thing. Okay? Let's move on to the next question. Can a lifestyle change help manage stress? Okay? Makakatulong. Ano ba sa Tagalog to? Nahirapan ako. First question. Natin yung question. Can a lifestyle change help manage stress? Makakatulong ba ang pagbabago ng pamumuhay sa pamamahala ng stress? Makakatulong daw ba? Okay. For example, your lifestyle now is it gives you a lot of stress. Binibigyan ka talaga ng stress. So if you're going to change your lifestyle, okay? Kumbaga mahilig ka ng mga something or whatever, but it gives you a lot of stress. Because it's your lifestyle. Parang it's giving you stress, but it's giving you a little happiness. Yung parang ganon. So, if ever baguhin mo ba yung lifestyle mo, will it actually change or help manage your stress? Ito yung sagot ko. Ito ay nakasalalay lang, guys. Nakasalalay na ngayon. Sa ngayon, sa kung paano mo haharapin ang iyong pang-araw-araw na buhay at mga gawain. Okay? Hi! I can hear someone talking po. Pa-mute po. Thank you. Pasensya na. Okay? Kung itinuturing mo ang sarili mo bilang isang reyna o hari, ayaw mong magdusa ng stress. Tama, di ba? Diba? So, let us consider ourselves as special. You know, you're a gift. You have to love yourself. Okay? So, you need to change your lifestyle. Kahit actually hindi mo naman baguhin yung lifestyle mo. Yung matuto ka lang i-consider ang sarili mo na you do not deserve, you know, to focus on stress. Diba, guys? So, yun. And, of course, in another way, kung katulad na sabi ko kanina na talagang nagbibigay ng stress sa'yo ang lifestyle mo ngayon, I think you need to change. You need to wake up from your dream. Diba? You need to, anong tawag yung, kurutin mo yung sarili mo na, hey guy, hey self, parang lumalayo na tayo sa ating dapat deserve na life. So, kailangan na natin magbago. O, hindi masama na kausapin ang sarili. Okay? It actually helps. Okay? So, yun. So, ang pamumuhay naman ng pamumuhay ay nagbabago na ng lahat sa iyo. Okay? So, magbabago galing yan talaga sa iyo. Ang stress ay walang puwang sa inyo dahil tiyak na hindi ito magandang bagay. Hindi magandang bagay. So, whatever lifestyle we have right now, kung marunong tayong magdala, marunong tayong, you know, i-navigate ang buhay natin, okay, we can actually learn to manage the stress. Because as what I've been telling you since we started this training, stress are just around us. Okay? It actually starts in your mind. So if we know how to divert immediately those thoughts, negative thoughts, we will be able, and that's one way of managing our stress. Okay? Hala, dali. Okay? Pa-type in nga sa chat box kung may natututunan. Please type, yes, I'm learning. Para makita ko naman kung may kasama pa ba ako. Before we proceed, pa-type naman dyan. Yes, I'm learning. Thank you guys. Okay, di ba? Na-inspire yung speaker. Salamat. Okay, let's move on to our next slide. So, it's a discussion. Hindi pa discussion yun, ha? Di ba? Okay. Actually, my discussion is kind of different. So, iba yung ginawa kong style of discussion. Okay. So, let me tell you this. Something else that helps the body's stress response whenever you feel. So, discussion. What are the tips? Anong tips? Okay? For on-the-spot relief. Papaano natin right then and there, change yung mood natin out of stress. Okay? So these are the things that we can actually do. Okay, do a relaxation exercise. Okay, so relaxation response, the opposite of the stress response. It slows your breathing. Okay, yun yung relaxation. Okay, pinapabagal yung breathing mo. Hindi naman sa nahihingal ka kasi pag nahihingal ka talagang nandoon yung stress mo, di ba? So kapag nag relaxation exercise ka, it slows your breathing, it reduces your heart rate, and it lowers your stress hormone. Okay? So basic breathing exercise yun. Oh, another one is the basic breathing exercise. Such as taking 10 minutes, taking 10 very slow breathe in and out. So inhale, exhale, 10 beses mong gagawin yan. Okay? Or try an imaginary exercise. Imagine being in your favorite vacation place, maybe in the beach or in the nature. Okay? So, you imagine all the sensation you'd experience there. Ano yung mga happy moments mo with someone, okay? Talking to a person who is actually helping you relieve or helping you get out from your real world, which is stressful. Okay? Imagine all the happy moments with your family, the person whom you love, na tinutulungan ka para mag-continue sa buhay despite the stress that you are having. Okay? Another one is to stretch your muscles. Kasi your muscles tense up under stress. Relieve that tension by stretching. So, mag-uunat-unat ka. Okay? While sitting or standing. Inhale. Raise your arms overhead. Okay? Your fingers together. Lace your fingers together. I-ano mo? I-gather together mo. Tapos, release your fingers and exhale and lower your arms down to each side. Okay? Parang ibababa mo lang. I-relax mo yung buong katawan mo. Okay? So, that's one way of releasing your stress. Okay? Another thing, I'm sorry. Hello po. Another thing is take a mindfulness breathe. Okay? Being mindful, you know what guys? Being mindful helps elicit the relaxation response by bringing you to the present moment. So kasi pag na-stress tayo, we are in our mind. Nakatutok tayo sa utak natin. So we are already forgetting our present moment. So ang gagawin mo, hawakan mo yung kaibigan mo na nandyan para ma-recover mo yung sarili mo out of your mind. So, hawakan mo yung bagay, sa halimbawa, ballpen, para mawala, ma-divert yung utak mo sa stress na iniisip mo. Or if you have your loved one there, embrace them, talk to them, para ma-divert nga ang iniisip mong stress. Diba? So, it's a one way of releasing the tension or the stress that you are experiencing. Okay? Another thing, use laughter. Tatawa ka daw. Laughter has been referred to us as internal jogging and may provide a source of healing. Huwag ka naman tumawa na yung tawang may dahilan. Tatawa ka because you want to get out or you want to be free from stress, right? Pero yung tatawa ka na walang dahilan. Laughter, di ba? Laughter is the best medicine. So, try to do that because it actually helps. Tapos sabayan mo ng magandang iniisip. Maganda yung mind mo. Yung create, teaching yourself to create thoughts that are positive. Siyempre, di ba, human as we are, there is really that tendency to create negative thoughts immediately, napakabilis. Okay? Yung andon ka talaga. Yung parang tinututukan mo talaga yung negative thought na yun. So, now that we are discussing this, teach yourself on how to, as fast as you can, divert your thoughts from negative to positive thoughts because it's really a big help. It's really a big help. Na-AF na tuloy yung help ko. Okay? Watch a movie or TV show that makes you laugh. Maybe your favorite episode. Diba? Yung mga favorite movie mo. Huwag kang manood ng movie na babalik sa alaala mo yung problema mo. Okay? Yung nagpapastress sa'yo. Siguro mga cartoons. Tom and Jerry, manood ka. Manood ka kay Mr. Bean. Most probably. It could be a help. Diba? Kasi, mabuboost yung happy mood mo. Lalabas yung happy feeling mo. Yung ine-entertain mo yung sarili mo. Okay? Okay, ano pa? Play soothing music. Magpatugtog ka ng magandang music. Not, if you're heartbroken, do not play love songs. Lalo na yung papakinggan mong mga love song na about hiwalayan, if you're heartbroken, the more that you are offering or giving yourself or enrolling yourself to add up the stress. Okay? So, mag-play ka ng mga motivational songs, yung mga kanta na malilift up yung spirit mo, yung mood mo, nagbabalik yung vibrant mo, yung gawin mo. Okay? We call that as music therapy. Music therapy. Okay? Okay? That's a very powerful healing, yung panunood or yung pakikinig ng music. Yung mga worship songs, yun yung pakinggan. Okay? Pwede mong sabayan or pwede lang din maglagay ka lang ng headset and then feel the music. Damnamin yung lyrics para ma-internalize mo at mailagay mo sa utak mo na it is really helping you. Okay? Napakalaking tulong talaga yan. So, that's our discussion. Yung discussion natin, ginawa ko siyang tulong. Okay? So, ways on how you can get out or free yourself from stress. It's management, di ba? Stress management. So, that's our discussion. Okay? What else? Ano pa yung pwede mong gawin so that you can manage your stress? Okay? Isulat mo yung future goals mo. So, you will be excited. You will be geared up again. You will be fired up again to continue your life and be excited again. Okay? Isulat mo yung mga lugar na pwede mo mapuntahan or kaya mong puntahan. Okay? Isulat mo yung mga taong nagpapatuloy na naniniwala sa'yo, na nagbibigay sa'yo ng smile from time to time. Okay? Na nagpapaalala sa'yo, na nagsasabi kayong I love you, mga ganong bagay. Okay? And those people na ganon, yes, they have their own struggle in life, but still they can manage to help you get out or relieve that tension that you are experiencing. Diba? Di po ba? Okay? So, before I move on to the next slide, pa-comment naman ako sa chat box ng thumbs up kung nakuha natin yung discussion which is ways to relieve that stress. Thumbs up lang po. Can I ask thumbs up from you guys? Thank you so much. Okay? Let's continue. Salamat sa mga nag-thumbs up. Let's move on to the next slide, which is conclusion. Ay, hindi pala conclusion. Reaction pala. Okay. So, reaction. Ganito yung gagawin natin sa reaction, guys. Look at the picture there that I'm showing you. Imagine yourself, guys. Imagine yourself as the person carrying that rock. Ilagay mo yung sarili mo na yan, ikaw. Hawak-hawak mo ng napakalaking bato na yan. And that rock represents your stress, your struggle, your burden. Okay? Diba napakabigat? Diba sobrang bigat? Tingnan mo. Kaya mo ba yan bit-bitin araw-araw? Kaya mo ba yan ipakita sa mundo bit-bit kang ganun? Sino sa palagay mo ang taong makakakita sa'yo na ganun ka, na masisiyahan. Most probably, kaaway mo. Pero looking at yourself, carrying that big rock that represents your stress, represents your struggle, and represents your burden. Kung ikaw yan. Would you please type on the comment or the chat box? Ano yung reaction mo kung ikaw yan? Give a word or a phrase or a sentence, guys. Sige nga. Guys, ano yung reaction mo kung ikaw yan? Bit-bit mo yung napakalaking and it represents your burden, your struggle. Ano yung reaction mo sa sarili mo? Na nakikita mo yung sarili mong bit-bit yan na ganyang kalaki. Just a word probably or a phrase or a sentence. Yeah, it's a burden, right? Okay? Burden talaga yan. Ano pa yung reaction mo? Sige na guys, go ahead. Kaya mong sagutin yung yan. Kasi reaction lang naman yung hinihingi ko eh. Ano yung reaction mo? Looking at yourself like that. Is it helpful? Or ayaw mo na talaga? Now you can say or you can react na, ayaw ko na sa earth. Diba? Hi! Sobrang hirap, diba? Sobrang hirap pala. Now we are realizing. Okay? Kahit sa simpleng picture na yan, marami kang pwedeng sabihin. Marami kang magiging reaction. Mahirap talaga. Sabi ni Coach Juvie Telara, napakahirap pala. So why allow yourself? Ang bigat. Ang bigat pala, no? So why do we allow ourselves, okay, to experience that? Yes, we allow, but we need to manage it. We need to learn to get out from it. Okay? So, we already learned kanina paano natin i-handle. Para sa akin yung best way talaga to handle that is the way we choose when to accept that or when to let it stay. Why should we let it stay in our mind? So the very thing is, upon receiving that or upon experiencing that, we really need immediately, okay, kailangan talaga natin na bigyan agad siya or pansinin agad at bigyan ng agarang solusyon para hindi siya ganun kabigat sa rock na bit-bit mo ngayon. Diba? Acknowledge that burden, acknowledge that struggle, acknowledge that stress. But make sure, okay, make sure to have or think of a solution. Huwag mo nang pakatagalin kasi napakabigat talaga niyan. Diba? So, advise yourself. Help yourself by creating an action or doing an action so that you will be able to release yourself, unload that struggle that you are experiencing. Okay? Next, let's have an activity. So, very simple lang yung activity natin, guys. Sasagot lang kayo dyan sa chat box ng always ka ba ito? Sometimes lang ba na to sa'yo or never mong ginagawa? Okay? It's all about stress also. Okay? Stress management, I mean. Are you ready? So, isasagot mo, always ba sa'yo nangyayari? Sometimes lang ba or never pa? Are you ready? Okay, number 1. Pag na-anxious ka ba? Kapag nai-stress ka ba? Okay? Do you try to hurt yourself? Yun yung unang tanong. Always, sometimes, or never? Okay, so never. Okay? Sometimes, in-hurt yung sarili. It's one way actually of waking yourself up, di ba? From that dream. Okay, never. Okay. Okay, very good. Thank you. Next. Do you keep your feelings to yourself? Always? Sometimes or never? Sinasarili mo ba yung problema mo na yan? Never daw, sabi ni... Ang lakas naman ni Coach Mark. Sila sarili lang niya. Si Superman siguro. Okay. Sometimes sabi ni Coach Carl. Okay. Another one. Do you think, kapag na-anxious ka ba or na-stress ka, do you think about the good things that could happen? O, diba? So, negative na siya, ginagawa mo siyang positive. Always, sometimes, or never. Oh, diba? That should be the spirit. Dapat always yan. Dinadivert mo siya. If, although it's a challenge, of course, but since we need to survive, kailangan talaga. Okay? Another thing, do you write down your thoughts? Sinusulat mo ba yung mga ganun? Mahilig ka ba magsulat? Or wala lang, pinapaano mo lang? Siguro ko hindi lahat tayo ganito. Ako hindi rin naman ako, hindi ako nagsusulat. So, sometimes probably. Okay? The last one, ignore my feelings. Ini-ignore mo ba? Sabi niya nun, Coach Mark, most of the time, wow, galing ha. Okay, the last one, ini-ignore mo ba yung feelings na yon? Is it always, sometimes, or never? Okay, no, ini-ignore. Yes, it's a good thing to ignore kasi nag-create ka na lang solution. So that's one way of ignoring it. Di ba? So, since ini-ignore mo siya, ibig sabihin, dinadivert mo na yung sarili mo para masagot or matugunan ang stress na nangyari sa'yo or yung burden or yung struggle na nangyayari sa'yo. Okay? So, ito, one last question. If you are in a struggle, do you stay away from other people? Always, sometimes, or never? That's my last question. If you are feeling anxious, do you stay away from other people? Always, sometimes, or never? Ako hindi eh. I talk to people but I do not share my thoughts most of the time. Pero since nagkaroon ako ng best friend ngayon, so kinikwento ko na talaga. Yun. Thank you so much for being with me sa activity natin. Let's move on to I think this will be our final slide, which is the conclusion. Ano yung conclusion? Let's move on to the conclusion, guys. So, ang conclusion ko naman is that, ang discussion ko ng conclusion, hindi talaga yung talagang nagdi-discuss na naman ako. So, ang conclusion ko, guys, ay parang ginawa kong parang mga motivation, na sentence type siya. So, please listen kasi babasahin ko, kasi sinulat ko na to in advance eh. So, knowing or learning about stress management, ito yung mga nag-come up sa isip ko. So, these are my conclusions. Okay? Parang ginawa ko siyang quote. Mga quote. Gumawa ko ng mga simple quote. Okay? Una, I was afraid of being rejected until I learned to never reject myself. Okay? So, talking about our stress management, I was able to conclude that I was afraid of being rejected until I learned to never reject myself. So that's how I conclude our topic about stress management. Another quote. I was afraid of being abandoned until I learned to never abandon myself. So kapag nai-stress ka, di ba? One thing na parang inabandon mo na yung sarili mo kasi na-experience mo yun. So, natatakot ako noon na abandonahin. So, I learned to never abandon myself. Diba? So, parang nare-release na din. Na din yung sarili ko na hindi kailangan palang ganun. Okay? Another thing. Actually, it's about fear. I was afraid of the opinions of others until I learned that they held no more weight than my own. Okay? So, bahala. Basta I'm living and I'm living by myself sa sarili ko, sa isip ko. So, kailangan kong bigyan or kailangan kong hindi na pakialaman or damdamin pa yung mga sinasabi ng mga tao para ma-release yung stress ko, para maintindihan ko ang sarili ko na bakit ako nakaka-experience niyan. Another conclusion about stress, because it's actually a fear eh. I was afraid of painful endings. Takot ako sa mga endings or mga painful endings until I realized that they were also new beginnings. So kapag may ending, may beginning. Pag in-end mo yung stress mo, may mangyayari or may bagong mangyayari sa'yo. O, diba? So it will be a happy beginning or a new beginning. Another thing, I was afraid of appearing weak. Takot ako na nakikita ko na I'm already weak until I realized how strong I truly was. Oh, di ba? So it's actually a help na nalalaman mo, nawiweigh mo yung mga bagay-bagay. So, yun ang conclusion ko ha. Ito yung ginawa kong conclusion kasi parang ano na yung pagko-conclude na ganun-ganun eh. So, ginawa ko siyang ganito. Okay, another thing, I was afraid of being seen as a small and unimportant until I discovered my true power and potential. Diba? Yung unang sentence, parang stress siya. Yung pangalawang sentence naman na binibitawan ko is yun yung help mo or you are already trying to manage your stress. Diba? Okay, next. I was afraid of being perceived as ugly until I learned to fully appreciate my own beauty. O, di ba? So, natatanggal yung stress mo pag ganun. So, it's a matter of diversion. It's a matter of choosing your thoughts. It's a matter of how long we deal with the stress. Okay? Next, I was afraid of failure until I learned that it was an illusion. Okay? Meron naman talaga mga bagay-bagay na hindi naman talaga nangyayari. But, create natin sa utak yung garbage na yun. Okay? It was an illusion when viewed through the eyes of love, growth, and learning pala. Okay? Next, I was afraid of feeling low until I learned that it was a birthplace of brilliance and where my greatest transformation occurred. Kasi tayong mga tao, di ba? Because of our fear, because of our ego, because of our pride, parang dinadala natin ang sarili natin doon sa safe place. Okay? Na hindi pala ganun. Parang andoon ka lang sa comfort zone mo. And only to realize that the comfort zone na doon tayo nananatili, doon pala ang may stress. So we need to get out of the comfort zone because true comfort zone is actually outside your comfort zone. Okay? Next, I was afraid of change or changes until I realized it was an inevitable part of life. In a world full of things temporary and fleeting. So all are just temporary. Kumbaga, daanan mo lang pero wag kang manatili dyan. Okay? Next, conclusion. I was afraid of being alone until I learned to fully embrace and appreciate my own company. Hindi naman sila bubuang ka na. Pero syempre, di ba, if you yourself can stand during storms in life na mag-isa ka lang, there you will realize how strong you are. How capable are you to manage that struggle, that burden, that whatever bad thing that's happening in your life. Okay? I was afraid of my uniqueness until I learned that it was where my greatness lay. Diba? Feeling mo, di mo alam, pero nung sinimulan mo na ang negosyo na to, yung feeling mo hindi mo kaya, pero nung makatikim ka ng income na napakalaki, masarap pala at gusto mo pa ng maraming income. Okay? I was afraid of the darkness until I remember that I was the light. Napakaganda nito. Okay? Takot ako sa dilim. Pero na-realize ko or naalala ko na isa pala akong or pwede pala akong maging ilaw sa dilim or sa kadiliman ng buhay. Di ba? And the last one, I was afraid of life until I remembered who I was. Tao pala ako. Anak pala ako ng Diyos. Okay? I'm a gift to other people. So, bakit ako matatakot sa buhay? Why will I consider stress as part of me every day? Na alam ko naman, I have a gift to change my life, to bring my life to a better situation. Diba? Okay? So, that's it for my stress management topic. Thank you so much for being with me. I will now stop my sharing. I hope you got a lot of thoughts from me, guys. Okay? Thank you so much! Patype naman sa box ng 100 kung mayroon kayong natutunan. Patype naman sa chat box ng 100. You're welcome, Coach Joey. Maraming salamat. Back to our gorgeous and handsome host.
So, thank you so much, Coach Giselle, and sobrang dami ko ding natutunan, di ba?